Hi, so Charlie, giving you Friday's live trading. It's actually Thursday I'm recording this because I'm out in London today, Friday. Um, it is 7:42 a.m. and I'm just looking at the markets and I can't see anything on particularly at the moment, and so I'm just having a bit of a watch here. I guess, the only way for me to be able to trade would be to do some scalping right now, but obviously not going to do that. So we've had some big moves, haven't we? So let's put this into perspective. So yesterday, Wednesday, or 2 days ago, should I say, because you're watching this Friday, we had some half decent moves, pretty decent moves in the markets. We had that decent move on Tuesday, then retraced. So this is an hourly chart here of the euro. Then retraced, congested overnight into Wednesday, and then finally broke up again on Wednesday and then into Thursday morning, Thursday overnight, and then we've just retraced. We've just retraced a bit now overnight. Now it's possible that the euro may want to come down a little bit lower. We've got a daily pivot down at 106.50, so just a little bit below. But we are sitting on a first test of this 21 period moving average on the hourly. So overall, I'd like to see it come down to that pivot to 50 at least, maybe. It's got negative momentum behind it, but sometimes if you get negative momentum, so you've got negative momentum building here, but you're into support, it's a bit of a danger that you may just try and short it because you think it's going to come lower, but it doesn't. The support holds, so you've got a little bit of conflict there. So there's one thing just to bear in mind when you're using indicators with your price action, that sometimes there will be conflict, and what you're looking for are areas where you get, I call them air pockets, and I may have mentioned this before on a video. You're looking for areas of clear air where the market doesn't have any support, major support or resistance in the way, and so you know that you actually have a zone where the market is fairly free to go where it wants, or where you want it to. So, and that's what I'm looking for all of the time, whether I'm looking at it on an hourly chart or a 5-minute chart or whatever. People have asked me before on these videos, oh, you're always showing a 5-minute chart, is that all you look at? And it couldn't be anything more wrong. No, I look at all of the time frames, all the way up to the daily charts. So I'm watching everything really when I'm day trading. I just only showing you most of the time just a 5-minute chart because that's just what I'm usually executing off of. So at the moment, we've had these big moves. Let's go to the pound as well, because the pound dollar had a fabulous move as well. So put this into perspective, into an hourly chart. It's just been having a really nice run for the last 3 days, cleaner than the euro, as we can see. And so again, that one's had a nice run. It's got some negative momentum behind it, but the trend is overall up. So we'll just carry on monitoring that one as well. And then Aussie dollar overnight. So if I put us onto the Aussie dollar overnight, it's had a fabulous run as well. So all these markets have had great runs, and it's just a case of, well, what are they going to be doing here this morning? So the Aussie is just consolidating a little bit. It's pulled back a bit, but we'll have to see. So I'll press pause for now because I'm not saying anything I can actually get my teeth into right now. So specific. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, so just back, and what I'm looking at here is a support play on the euro dollar. It's come down to its hourly 50, just sitting around there at the moment. So the intra trend is down, obviously currently, but we're against support, and we've obviously it has come down to that pivot. So I'm just looking if it can come back down. It's closed inside its bands. Just looking if it can touch the lower band, but as I'm speaking, it's not. And then take a trade, but it may be that I've just missed out there, so we'll just see. But and just see if it can have a little bit of an upwards move. Obviously, when I'm taking any sort of intraday trade, it looks like I'm going to miss out here. What you're trying to do is get the best entry you can, and very often on something like this, it will come and hit the lower band here. Didn't quite do it, and so but I thought it was about to. That's why I pressed play, and as we can see, it's already bouncing up now. Because you're always trying to get the best entry when you're looking at intradays, because every pip does count. And so, but anyway, it's looks like it's just moved away from me. So I'll press pause for now. Maybe we'll come back to this later. Okay, just back. So I was just getting ready, and I've seen that the markets have moved a little bit. So having another look here at this euro. Like I said, it's this counter trend. It had that little move up, and it's come back down. So I'm just waiting for it to close back in the bands here. What time are we at? 9:18. So wait for it to close in the bands, then do a dip to the lower band, pump a stop below the low, and then we'll see if it can have a bit more of a bounce. So I'll just press pause for a second. Okay, so I was waiting for, we got the close, and I was waiting for a dip down to the lower band, and we've not obviously got that just yet. Now if it doesn't happen this time, we start coming up again, then I'm just going to call it a morning. We've got some news out at lunchtime, so I'll be looking to trade that instead, because I'm not going to sit around here all morning waiting for something, when basically the markets have had some pretty decent moves overnight and yesterday, and so they're a little bit out of sync, so to speak, at the moment. There's nothing that's really compelling for me to be able to get my teeth into. So it looks like I am missing here. So yeah, okay, I'm going to press pause and we'll come back to this later, because I can't sit around all morning waiting for this one. Okay, just back. I'm going to go in long here. I'm just going to put 2 units in. It's just come back down to the lower bands. It looks like it's just playing around, really. So I'll just put 2 units in. I'm going to put my stop down here, and I'm heading off to the gym. Even though it's Thursday, I'm doing a Thursday gym session today, because it's out Friday. So, and I'm just going to see how much if it bounces a bit. So while I'm out, really. So I'll put the stops in. Do I want to show you the account? I can't show you the account because I'm actually in some swings, you see, at the moment. So I can show you, the side part of it, so you can see I'm in some swings which have run okay. Some of them have closed out. I'm in another position here. I'll put these stops in. Actually, I better get them in quickly because the market is coming down. So, and I'll just see what happens. So I'll press pause. Okay, just back from the gym, and bad news. I put my stop below there when we left, and I can see that it's dipped down, nicked me by a pip or whatever, and then come all the way up this euro. So that's a real. When that happens, it is really annoying, I must admit. So sorry, that's the swing I'm in. But ignore that. I lost £261 on this euro trade, which shouldn't. It's one of those ones you think that shouldn't have happened. It's just nothing you can do about it. You get nicked sometimes. It's c'est la vie. It's part and parcel of trading. And I always say, if you can get frustrated, and it is frustrating when that sort of thing happens. You think, I've gone out, and it's just literally nicked down, stopped you out, and then reversed, and then it's gone up to where I would have obviously been banking profits up here as it's hit the hourly 21. There it is, yeah, blue line. So you can either allow it to completely all encompass you and get frustrated. I'll allow you some frustration. Or the best thing you can do in these sort of situations, when you do get stopped out, funny enough, I had a stop out yesterday afternoon on a trade, and then it carried on running. It literally nicked me to the pip as well. Actually, I'll show you it in a second, and then it rolls over. And the best thing you can do is say, well, do you know what? At least my analysis was correct. So it puts it all into perspective, and always try to turn a frustration into a positive, or a negative into a positive, whatever it is with your trading, because otherwise you allow it to wind you up, and then you want to go and enact your revenge on the market, so to speak, and that's not healthy either. So by all means, be frustrated, but allow it only to happen momentarily. I've only just come back in, and I've just seen this and thinking, oh, but the positive is my analysis was correct on this. It was the right decision to be in that. And another positive is obviously my swings are running nicely for me, so I can't lose on those. So anyway, what do I do now? It's 10 past 11. I'll tell you what, I'll press pause and we'll see. We've got some news out at 1:30. We'll see if there's any trades I can take just after that. So we'll see. I'll press pause for now. Okay. Yeah, okay, Rob, I'll go through that with you. Right, so back to the video update. Sorry, guys, sorry for those people watching this video update. I'm talking to the guys in the trading room because it is now just coming up to 1:30. We've got the news coming out in a minute. So we're going to be watching this and see if the euro wants to break out. If the euro wants to break out, I may try and catch it, and I'll either get slam dunked very quickly, or we might be able to make something if it goes. So we have got about 30 seconds or so to go. So we'll see. Euro, as you can see, Euro's had a great run, 100 pips from my entry earlier on, and so that was a shame. But like I said earlier on, you have to deal with those sort of frustrations, and went through earlier on how to do that. So for now, we're just going to see what's going to happen here as we get the news out. It's not massive news, but it's enough. We've got weekly unemployment figures, and another one, and I've already forgotten which one it is. Housing permits, new builds or whatever it was. So okay, let's see where we're going to go. We have got just a couple of seconds. Right, up or down, which way are we going? Spreads have widened. Up we've gone up, I believe. So I am looking to buy. Oh no, that's a bad fill. 61, that's bad. I've caught it there. Right, so I've gone long. I was looking at my other charts off screen, and that's not the best of fills there. So see if we can get a second fill. Right, second fill at 56. So I've got two fills here now. Okay, and now we are breaking. So I'm bringing up the deal tickets, and you can see them. They've gone quite quickly. So what I want to do is scalp one of these off very quickly. The 60. Oh no, we haven't got there. I was watching this at 64, and this is the problem when you're doing a recording. That was up 64, and I was going to scalp that off, but I'm not going to scalp it just for a pip or two, so we'll have to wait now and see if it goes back up. My charts off screen are just gone a little bit slow. There we go. Right, now we can take one off. Right, one off for 6. I think about best part of about 10 pips there, and we'll see if we can get maybe a bit more of a run on this second part. So we've got 79. 79 is going to be a target level, up just a bit off screen. So we'll see if we can get up to 79. So we've had a bit of a run. Now the problem is when you've got a big volatile candle. This looks only small. It's only a 5-minute candle, but as we can see, it's 30 pips long. So we need to get this stop loss in place. So I'm going to get a stop down at about 45, and we'll just see. So get that stop in. So overall, let's get this in first of all. 07.45. It's very tight. 45. Okay, so I've got a stop in at 45, and let's just bring up the deal tickets. See if you can see this. Right. Okay. So here's the entries. I can't show you them all because I'm in these swings off screen. So here's the one I just banked. These are the losses from this morning, remember. And then here's the one I just banked for £86, and we're currently down 80 odd pounds on this other one. So whatever happens, I'll lose a bit if we come down to 45, obviously, but just protected it a little bit there because we had a nice little blip. And what I'd like to see is us to follow through. But the risk is I didn't want to put a stop all the way down here, like a 30-point stop, just in case this is an overall blip and we're actually going to roll back down. So we're keeping it very tight. So we'll see how we go here. So I will press pause for now, and we'll see where this is going to end up. It looks like it's going to come down. So 49. So let's see, 48, 49. I was about to press pause. Yeah, let's press pause. Okay, so I have just been stopped on that second part. So I'll keep watching this though. Just if it starts to move back up again, then we could give it another go. So so there you go. So made 86, lost 176. Sometimes when you've got a big buffer because of the gains that I've already banked today, then you can afford to give some other trades a try, so to speak. So we'll see. I'm going to keep watching this one though because it may still want to go back up again yet. There's the potential for it to want to go up to, like I say, about 79. So I'll get rid of this for now, and we'll just watch the price action. And if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. So I'll press pause for a minute. Okay, so I'm just watching this. This looks like we could be giving this one another go. Okay, right, we're going to go long here. We're only going to put one unit in this time. Gone along at 30 there, and I'll put a stop down at 20. So again, tight. So let's. I'll get the stop in first of all. 107.20. 07.20. What I've spotted is the momentum on the higher time frames are still looking okay. So with the momentum still looking alright, sometimes you get that, and you get a reaction back down, and then will start creeping its way back up again. So we'll see. So So I've got that entry in at 30, 107.30, stops down at 20. We'll just see if it can go. If this one fails, that's it. I've given it a go, and that's me done for the day. But that potential's there. Watching the momentum charts on the hourly time frame, they still suggest that it could want to follow through. There we go, back up to the upside. So let's just see. 42s, 44s. So I shall press pause for now, and we will see what happens. I can't really do much with the stop just yet. I'll probably get away with no. We'll leave the stop where it is. I don't think it'd be too tight. It'd be too much at risk if I tried to move it to break even or anything like that. It's playing around within these bands, so we're just going to have to see if this can work its way up gradually. So, and if it can, then we can then start employing a trailing stop. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, so I've just moved my stop up to 25 now. It's just sitting up around here. So 25 is still very tight here, but the ranges are big, so we're trying to keep it as tight as we can. If if it wants to go, it should pretty much over the coming candles without blipping down. It should just want to go. So and just work its way back up. So the way the price action is, so it doesn't really need to blip down. So I've moved that stop up, so it's only a 5 pip stop now. I'll press pause for now. Okay, so we can see it's coming back down a bit now, so it's only got to go down to 25 and then it'll stop me out. So it's only a 5 pip stop on this one, so we'll just have to see now. It was moving up a bit, but really we wanted it to follow through from there, not to back off as it is. So if that's the case, then maybe it's going to do oh, there we go. It's just caught me down there at 25. If that's the case, then there's no point in me being in it. So okay, so as far as the day trading is concerned today, yeah, not the best for the video update today. So but sometimes it's fine lines. So it's £400 loss today. So it's fine lines sometimes when it comes to trading. This move down here, when I was long down here, got nicked by that 1 pip. That's the difference between having a whatever it was, 200 and something pounds loss on that trade, or if it had run, then I'd have been sitting here saying to you, oh look, we've made £1,000 or more. That would have been today, because I would have run that. That's what I was planning. So sometimes it's just fine lines between one thing and another, and sometimes maybe I've got stopped here, and maybe this still goes higher again yet. But and you can say, oh, yeah, Charlie, your stop was too tight. But fine lines sometimes. Okay, I shall call this video a wrap. So not too much in it today as regards to trade wise, but as you can see that I've banked a lot on that swing that I went into. Was it yesterday? I think I went into that swing. So so overall, obviously quite a positive day. But as far as the intraday trades that I've taken on this video update today, they've been negative. Right, I shall leave that with you. Enjoy your weekends.